Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back. If you're new here, it's very nice to meet you. I hope everybody watching is doing well. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Today's pick a card, you guys, is going to be a pick a card on a full description of your primary soulmate. I recently had a reading done for myself on my primary soulmate, like a private reading, and I found it really interesting, the concept of like your primary soulmate. And basically what a primary soulmate is, you guys, or at least what was explained to me and what I've come to understand, is this is someone who your soul has been with for many lifetimes, you know, especially if you're an older soul, you have been with this person, or your soul has encountered this person romantically many times before in past lifetimes. And I just found that really interesting because I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys know this, but I'm someone who connects very much to the idea of past lives. So yeah, I wanted to do this reading because it was done for me and I really enjoyed it and it made me really happy and excited, and I don't know, I connected to it very much so yeah, that's what we're doing today, you guys. I hope you're excited. Without further ado, here's a clip of the piles right now. All right, you guys, these are the three piles. We have group 1 with the labradorite, group 2 with the sea jasper, and group 3 with the lepidolite. That is lapis lazuli. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one, you guys are welcome to do so. You have now picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out my description box where I've left you timestamps for when your reading will start. And with that, we'll go ahead and jump into today's pick a card. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm really excited to get into it. We will start off with the zodiac dice, you guys. Now, this could be your primary soulmate's zodiac sign, sun, moon, rising. This may also be the time of year in which you guys will be meeting, okay? We have Virgo and Libra. We have Capricorn and Leo. We have Capricorn and Scorpio. Okay, so again, sun, moon, rising. And at the end of each reading, you guys, I will be pulling from the goblet. Ooh. Did something fall out? I feel like it did. I guess it didn't. We'll be pulling from the goblet, and I will also be pulling from the little satchel for the physical description. All right, the first card we have here is the Tower. Now, who is your primary soulmate, you guys? I can't explain to you what this Tower means without talking about the next few cards, because this reading kind of goes in alignment with like a story, like it feels like storytelling to me. So the Tower represents chaos, destruction, things being a little hectic and crazy, the rug being pulled from under you, unexpected endings. It's things falling apart that aren't meant for you, right? That's how I like to look at the Tower. The Tower comes in to do some house cleaning. The Tower's like, you know what? This isn't working anymore. Like, we need to start over. That's what the Tower is. Now, literally, you guys, in tarot, the star does come after the Tower, and this represents new hope, renewed faith, like faith for the future or hope for the future, the belief in tomorrow, blessings, okay, a wish fulfillment of some sorts. So the way that I'm seeing this, you guys, is this person is really good at overcoming adversity, or this person is really good at overcoming like obstacles in their life. They may have had a difficult past. They may have had a lot of challenges. For some of you, this person may have been someone who was struggling a lot financially early in their life, or someone who struggled a lot emotionally or mentally early in their life. And as those obstacles came up, they learned how to, I don't want to say use it to their benefit, but they learned how to overcome the adversity. They learned how to move forward in a positive manner despite what has happened to them. You guys know those people where like one bad thing happened. Hold on, before I say this, I just know there's some people who are going to get offended, and if this is you, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to offend you. But there are some people who just can't handle things in life. Like the one thing will happen, like you get your heart broken once and then you're just like, I'm done. You just fall apart and you're like, I can't do it anymore. Or you lose a job and you're just like, I can't ever do this again. Like, I'm just done. Like, you know, you let one thing or a couple of negative events stop you from progressing forward in a positive manner, or you let that hinder your positivity moving forward. I know personally, the reason why I felt like I needed to do like a little, oh, sorry, I have family members who are like that, you guys. I have someone very specifically that I'm thinking of where you know, life has been perhaps unfair to them, but also their inability to have faith in the future, their inability to believe in a positive tomorrow has caused them to also be their worst enemy and not be capable of creating a better future. Like, they almost became their worst enemy. And yes, of course, like when you go through things, it's so hard to pull yourself up and try to move forward in a positive direction. I'm not trying to pretend like it's easy, you guys, because it's not. But you can also become your own monster. You can also become your own enemy when you refuse to like let go of the past and move forward, or try to like better yourself or try to better your situation. If you just allow negative things to put you in a hole and you end up staying there, then that's kind of on you, right? So what I'm saying is with this person is they are not like that. This person is someone where I feel like they are very much willing to pull themselves out of the darkness. They are very much willing to fight for their happiness for tomorrow, okay? They're a very strong individual, you guys, emotionally. Yeah, we literally have the Chariot, which is exactly what I was talking about, you guys. Also, the star is connected to Aquarius energy. The Chariot is connected to Cancer energy. So hello, Aquarius and Cancer. But the Chariot, you guys, is literally talking about the ability to push through. Someone who's very resilient. Someone who's like, I'm not going to allow these obstacles that are standing in my way to stop me. I'm going to push forward. I'm going to overcome. Like, I'm not giving myself a choice but to win. Failure is not failure. Failure is an opportunity to learn for this person, you guys. I have a lot of respect for this person, you guys, because again, it's so easy when negative things happen to you to just fall into that hole and to just stay there. But this person doesn't do that. This person fights. Okay. This person may also be like larger in stature. I don't know if that's like height-wise or like width-wise, I don't know, but like they're giving me very much like an intimidating presence. We have the Magician. You guys, all these are major arcanas. That's a little freaking crazy. So I would say this person has a very pungent or big personality. The Magician, you guys, literally manipulates the energies around him. So he uses his resources. He uses what is in front of him to create his dream reality, okay? So he has the cups, he has the pentacles, the swords, and the wands. He uses those things to create, to manipulate the energy around him to create the reality that he wants. So what I'm seeing with this person is this person uses their gifts, their abilities, their talents to benefit them. I'm also seeing this as this person being very resourceful, okay? Being very resourceful and being able to make things out of nothing, or being able to get really creative with limited resources, you guys, if that's making any sense. It's like, I'm not feeling like things have been handed to this person on a silver platter, but I'm feeling like this person has been given a certain level of access to, again, either like a talent, a skill set, some type of like resource, and they've turned that into something even bigger than like what it was, if that's making sense. We have the Queen of Wands. So this person is an extrovert, you guys. This person is someone who's outgoing. And that's not to say that they are not also introverted, because I don't know if you guys know this, but you can be both extroverted and introverted. I know a lot of people don't recognize that, but that is a thing. So with this card, what I'm seeing, you guys, is this person is someone who is outgoing. This person enjoys to go out, to have fun. This person may be someone who has a very magnetic personality. This person may be somebody where people are just drawn to them. People are just drawn to their energy. This person's also very physically attractive, because the Queen of Wands is described as a woman who is beautiful and very physically attractive. So whether they are a man or a woman, they may be somebody, oh, you guys, freaking notes did come out. I'll read them to you later. They may be somebody who's very physically attractive. They may also be somebody who's very good at networking, making friends, getting people to like them. A charmer, okay? All right, we have expectations. So this person may have very high expectations for themselves. This person may be somebody who's very hard on themselves, which to me makes sense with the Chariot, with the Star, especially with the Tower starting us out, and the Magician. My expectations for myself are high. My expectations for my future are high. This person may have very high standards. When you first meet them, they may tell you that they are very picky when it comes to like romantic relationships, which I think honestly everyone says that, and I don't really know if that's true, because I feel like every man or woman I talk to, they're like, my expectations are so high, or my standards are so high, and I'm like, are they though? I don't really know. Anyways, so yeah, what I'm reading with the expectations is like, I'm hard on myself. Like oh my God, I'm so sorry, you guys, my OCD. I'm hard on myself. My expectations for myself are very high. We have a mature woman. Now, obviously, you guys, this is an open reading, so could be a woman, this could be a man, this could be a they, okay? Whoever this person is, though, you guys, they have a level of maturity. And I think this maturity, you guys, comes directly from that tower. This person has had to learn how to let go of things. This person has had to learn how to fight for themselves. This person has had to learn how to try to remain positive or see the glass half full instead of half empty. Because again, when you see the glass half empty, you're not going to progress. You're not going to move forward, because you're just going to wallow in the fact that your glass is empty. And you're like, well, why is my glass empty? Versus when you look at it half full, you're like, all right, I can keep this going. We have momentum. At least there's something there, right? So with this maturity, I'm just seeing this as this person having a lot of emotional intelligence. This person perhaps going through many events in their life that has caused them to have this air or this energy of maturity, okay? Now, this may also be signifying this person is ready to settle down when you meet them. This person may also be actually like physically older than you. And also, I do just have to state that obviously if you're underage, I am not talking to you about dating older people, because that is inappropriate and gross. But for everyone who's an adult, this person may be older than you, or just had more life experiences, right? Older does not have to be like a freaking crazy age gap either, you guys. It doesn't need to be like you're 20 and they're 50. Like, that doesn't need to be a thing. Yeah, okay. Guys, yeah, literally discipline. You know who this person reminds me of? This person reminds me, I don't want to say Christian Grey, because I feel like when I like saying that, it sounds very idealistic, and I'm not trying to idolize this person. Also, I'm not talking about the Christian Grey from the movies. I'm talking about the Christian Grey from the books. Like the Christian Grey who had been through things. The Christian Grey who had like a really rough beginning to life. Had a lot of like adversities in the beginning of his life and then had to overcome that, obviously. I'm seeing this person as someone who's so freaking hardworking, you guys, especially with this discipline. I'm seeing this as, especially if they are a man, someone who is disciplined with their adult energy, someone who's not just out here just spreading their wild seed everywhere and just being reckless with their adult energy. I'm also seeing this as someone who's very disciplined with their daily routine, with their work schedule, with their regimen. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Yeah, because they're the magician. That's literally what I was talking about, you guys. Like, if they want to make something happen, they know how to make it happen. Like, they're like, baby, you can give me limited resources and I will figure it out, okay? I love this person. I think this person's great. I think this person's amazing. This person has an energy of like safety. Like, being around them feels safe. And it feels like, I don't know if it's because they're disciplined or it's because they've been through all these things, but their energy just feels very like protective and very much like, I have everything under control. So like, you don't need to worry. Everything's fine. Forgiveness. Okay, it says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. You guys, okay, that's crazy. So what I was saying, how I personally have family members in my family who hold on to really negative events that have happened to them in the past, and then they became their own worst enemy, and that prevented them from living a happy life. That's literally what this is talking about. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Harboring resentment, you guys, blocks your ability to have a better tomorrow. Like, if you're just gonna stay bitter the rest of your life or upset and angry, and you look at life through a negative lens, you're never going to be happy. Like, you're never going to find your happiness because you have that in your mind that like, life just sucks. So then life is gonna be like, yeah, life sucks, because you keep reaffirming that life sucks. This person's not like that. This person's like, I forgive what has happened to me in my past. I forgive the people who hurt me, the circumstances that I was placed under. I feel like for a lot of you, your soulmate, your primary soulmate, you guys, they have been through things that they did not ask for, or they went through things that were not, and I don't know how to say this politically correct, okay, but I feel like this person has been a victim of circumstances, and then they turned that around, okay? So forgiveness, not harboring on to anger from the past. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So this person values honesty. This person values being a truth teller, okay? Which I think is beautiful and amazing. You can always expect the truth from this person, is what I'm obviously getting with that. Hunger. All right, so again with the Christian Grey energy, if you guys read the book, Christian Grey energy, okay. Hunger. This is for me giving me energy of like, again, having discipline and having a lot of drive, being very driven to push yourself forward. That's what I'm getting from hunger. It's like I'm hungry for better, or I'm hungry for my goals, for what it is that I'm wanting. There's a drive within me. That's what I feel like with that. We have consciousness. This is going back to the emotional maturity and not wanting to be reckless with how it is that you are sharing your energy. This person, I feel like, is someone who is very conscious, who is very mature. And again, there's just this energy for me that they're not someone who is sharing their physical selves all silly willy-nilly. Also, I don't feel like they want to share their time with just anyone. I feel like they're very aware that who they spend their time with affects them and their energy and what it is that they are able to bring in. So they have a very high level of consciousness, you guys. This person may be very connected to spiritual ideals, and I'm not saying that in a way where it's like they're reading tarot and doing rituals and doing all that. But this person could be someone who's very much connected to philosophy, or someone who's connected to more spiritual things, okay? I'm getting very like crystal guy energy. We have the 8th house, which isn't surprising. This is transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacy. Makes sense personally to me with the Tower here. It makes sense that the 8th house would show up, because again, the 8th house is talking about like death and rebirth. It's connected to Scorpio. It's talking about transformation and karma, you guys, which is quite literally like what the Tower is. I wouldn't say the Tower is necessarily karma, but it is definitely transformation. It's like wiping the slate clean. I guess we can look at it karma, right? We can kind of see it as karma, but the 8th house is showing up. So they may have very heavy Scorpio placements. And again, obviously they have gone through very karmic events in their life. They've gone through a lot of transformation, facing fears, which makes sense with the Chariot and the freaking Star. We have the Sun, self-expression and embodied truth. I also see this as this person having a very big or bold personality. The Sun is obviously connected to Leo, so hello to all the Leos watching. I'm seeing this very much as this person just having a very big, bright personality. It's like they walk in the room and you can't miss them. We have the hyena as an animal spirit that represents your primary soulmate, group number 1. And the way I'm seeing this, okay, number 1, that hunger, okay? Whenever I see a hyena, I just think of like a hungry little freaking scraggly dog who's like willing to do what they need to do to eat. And that's how I see this person, you guys. Like, they are willing to do what they need to do to survive. I'm also seeing this because we have the moon in the background as like they have a darker side to them that is not always visible, or that they try to keep more hidden. Again, hyenas give me that energy of like, I will do what I have to do to survive. I will get down and dirty if that's what I have to do. So there's that. And then we also have the oyster. This is beautiful, you guys. So because of all these things that have happened to this person, and I also think because of their conscious awareness that sharing their energy affects them, like sharing their energy with other people affects them and how they operate, this person may be very closed off, or they may be somebody where they don't open up easily to strangers. They don't open up easily to new people. Again, I don't feel like they're out having like relations with just anyone. I don't feel like they're out just like sharing their body, sharing their emotions with just anyone. This person's very, very selective, and not just like, oh, I'm selective. Like, no, like they really are selective. Like, they're not just saying that. Because again, I feel like most people kind of just say that and they don't really mean it. But anyways, and once you open this person up, you guys, obviously there's that beautiful pearl inside the freaking oyster. So like, I don't know. I really like this person. They may have a rougher exterior, you guys. Again, a more cold, a more shut off, a more like closed exterior. But on the inside, there is value. There is like that beautiful pearl, right? All right, and the last card I have for you guys is emotionally overreacting. You are overthinking, which is causing a flood of unnecessary emotion. So this person may be somebody who is very emotionally reactive. Again, this person's gone through a lot. So when things start to go wrong, or when things start to not go their way, they may get a little bit scared, or they may close themselves off emotionally because they are not wanting to get hurt again. Or they may just react very intensely, right? This is obviously something that we can all work on, is our emotional, like the way we react to really pungent emotional events. So that is something this person may need to work on. They may also struggle with overthinking, you guys. Again, being very self-critical, being very hard on themselves. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some notes for you guys. Can I get some notes to describe group number 1's primary soulmate? And I will not forget the stuff that already came out in the beginning. Okay. So these came out when I was talking earlier about that. So it says works with animals. So for some of you, this person could work with animals. We have imaginative, which makes sense with the magician, you guys. Again, them being able to take very limited resources and turn it into something. Bushy brows. Okay, so that's a physical descriptive word, obviously. They may have bushy brows, you guys. Works with hands. So if they do not work with animals, they may work with their hands, you guys. We have January. This may be their birthday, your birthday, the month you guys meet. Single, which obviously, let's hope they're single when you meet. Creative. We have spring. Okay, so this is fresh energy. I think this is in reference to this person's ability to move forward and like not hold on to their past. We have fate, which makes sense with the primary soulmate situation. We have summer. You guys can meet in the summer. We have Virgo as well. Pisces. I want to get a few more because I don't feel like that was enough. Oh, there's another one. Sensitive, which that came up with the emotionally overreacting thing card. We have fall. So we have spring, summer, and fall. That's really interesting. No winter. It's time. 333. Aries. 30. That could be your birthday or perhaps their age or your age. And then we will go ahead and get some physical descriptive words. What does group number 1's primary soulmate look like? Some of you are not going to like this. Okay, uniquely attractive. A beauty mark / scar. A smooth complexion. Not at first, but with time. And blue eyes. The not at first, but with time, you guys, could be that this person just doesn't fit into your stereotypical type. Or it could be that you don't see this person as a romantic partner at first. And that could have nothing to do with how they're presenting physically. It could just be that you're like, oh, they're out of my league. Or, oh, like we're just friends. Or, oh, like it's not, you know what I'm saying? There's no romantic connection there. It is what it is. So not at first, but with time, attraction will grow over time is what that means. Anyways, that is what I have for you guys. Group number 1, let me know below if you are excited or if this resonated. I really think this is a great person. So yeah, let me know if you are connecting to this energy. Thank you. I love you, and I'll talk to you really soon. Okay, bye. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. Oh, Pisces and Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Hello. Aquarius. Just Aquarius. Aquarius and Libra. Okay. So, your primary soulmate has... okay, let me say this nicely. Your primary soulmate is somebody who may struggle with anxiety, with depression, with mental health struggles. This is something that's very common, you guys, so it's not surprising that this is something that would show up. Most people, or a large majority of people in the world, struggle with things like this, so it's not uncommon, you know. This person may be someone who struggles with insomnia as well, because the Nine of Swords does also talk about staying up late, having racing thoughts and things like that. This is something you two may bond over. Birds of a feather, you know. An overthinker. We have the 5 of Rings. The 5 of Rings, you guys, signifies financial distress. This signifies feeling alone, feeling forgotten, feeling like nobody cares about you, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like the world has just been very unkind, okay? So this person may be someone who has experienced extreme financial struggles or extreme financial hardship. This person may also be someone, you guys, who does not have a lot of people who they feel like are in their corner. That's not to say that they don't have friends or they don't have family that they're around, but it could just be that this person doesn't feel like they have anyone that they can actually rely on or actually lean on. The way that I see this, you guys, it's like being in a room full of people, but feeling completely like unseen, or like nobody actually is like there with you, you know, being able to be around people, but feeling alone. We have the 4 of Wands. This is stability and celebration. The way that I see this, you guys, is this person is someone who may be very, someone who craves stability. This could be someone who tries to make the best out of negative situations as well, because obviously with celebration, that would signify, you know, trying to make the best of situations. The way I'm seeing this for a lot of you is that marriage may be a part of the contract that you guys have in this lifetime. So getting married, having a marriage license, the legality of marriage. That's just how I'm seeing this, because that's what this represents. It represents marriage. It represents a celebration of some sorts and stability, usually connected to getting married. It could also be for some of you that this person has had a previous wife or a previous husband or a previous partner that they were married to. That's not going to be for all of you, but it is for some of you. Maybe that is what has left them in this financial distress or this financial like hardship. May also be the source of some anxiety around like relationships. The Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Ace of Wands, you guys, signifies hope for the future, like for new growth. I see this as a spring day. This is excitement around like the possibility of tomorrow. This is the excitement over growth and potential for like what we can have grow, okay? This is passion. This is things like that, okay, guys? I'm seeing this as this person looking forward to what it is that they can bring about for the future, looking forward to what it is that's going to grow for them moving forward. And then we have the Lovers. This is 2 soulmates coming together. This is, again, like birds of a feather coming together. This could also be seen as making the best decision for yourself, picking the road that is like in alignment with your higher self. Overall, you guys, this is someone where I feel like, number one, they may be going through financial struggle when you meet them, or they may be in a stage in their life where they feel very isolated or very alone, even if they are around people often. Like even if they're surrounded by people, they may feel like they're not connecting like on that deep level. So that may cause a feeling of loneliness, anxiety, depression, or mental struggles may be something that pops up for them. I do feel like this person has faith that tomorrow, or like what I'm saying by tomorrow, is like the future is going to be better or more prosperous for them. I'm also feeling like this person wants commitment, like they desire commitment. We have imprisonment. Okay, so this person may feel shackled or held down by their circumstances, or they may feel, how do I say that? I want to say deadlocked. I don't know why the hell I want to say deadlocked, but it feels like this person is almost in this mindset of like, I'm trapped, or I'm unable to like do or live or be the way I want to because of what is surrounding me. Yeah, and again, this could be caused to like financial struggles or financial stress and feeling like they can't live the life they want because they're bound by their financial limitations. It could also be that this person feels like they have to hide a part of themselves or like lock away a part of themselves, and they're unable to fully be free with who it is that they are, which again would cause loneliness for anyone, right? For some of you, this imprisonment could be literal. I know that's not the case for most of you, okay? I know it's not the case for most of you, but for some of you, this person could have been incarcerated previously. Obviously, incarcerated people get married to and like have love when they get out, or even some of them while they're in, you know, but like possibilities here, right? I'm feeling like this person though The shackles, the chains feel like they're self-imposed for most people here who are watching this. Your primary soulmate has imposed chains or like some type of limitation upon themselves. And then we have marriage. Yeah, okay, so for some of you, this person definitely has been married before, and perhaps they've seen their previous marriage as like imprisonment. I still think this person values commitment though. I still think this person values like coming together with someone and like committing themselves fully. The marriage obviously signifies marriage, commitment, right? Love. So this person may be very hopeful for a future marriage or a future relationship with you, obviously. And again, not all of you, because some of you are like freaking out right now. You're like upset that this person has been married before. That's not going to be the case for all of you. But also, if this is your soulmate, you guys, I highly doubt you're going to meet someone and be like, oh, you were married before, I don't want to be with you. Because obviously, if they're your soulmate, this is going to be someone who's very much in alignment with who it is that you are, your values. Just, you know, they're going to be like a match. So why would you deny someone just because of a piece of paper that was like filed with the government? You know, I don't know. That's just kind of silly to me. I feel like most of you will be in a place, if that is the situation for this person, where you won't necessarily care. And if you care right now, then maybe there's some development that's going to take place for you to get to the point where you're like, it's not that big of a deal. And again, it's not for all of you, so like, don't freak out. It could be, okay, there's another thing. It could be, you guys, that this person wasn't like married legally. It could be that this person had a long-term relationship, which tells me this person is good at committing, or this person is someone who is not afraid of commitment, which is a positive quality. Anyways, we have success here, and it says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I find that very interesting because we talk about financial stressors in the Five of Pentacles. So perhaps this person's goal is not to be mega rich or mega successful, or money is not what drives this person in life, but love and commitment is. And I would agree with this card. Like, personally, to me, like, I think you can have all the money in the world, but like, if you don't have love, if you don't have commitment, if you don't have loyalty in your relationship, it's like, why? Like, I don't know. It's, you know, money's like made up and not real. Love is not made up. So I don't know. That's just where my values are, but to each their own. That's not to say this person cannot be financially successful, you guys, but I'm just seeing it as like what it is that they value more so as like love, relationships, loyalty, commitment. We have adversity here, and it says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So perhaps instead of looking at the challenges that they face as like a doom and gloom, oh no, oh me, oh my, I can never overcome, perhaps they look at their challenges as an opportunity for them to grow, to get better, and to advance, right? Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. This is beautiful, you guys. This is like, who doesn't love someone who's funny, who's silly, who's goofy? Someone can make you laugh, that's a positive thing, right? So funny, humorous, someone who can make light of heavy situations. We love that. Okay. The next card we have here is air, okay? And this is open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So this person is someone who's very open to learning. This person is someone who's very open to new ideas. This is a very valuable skill set, you guys, because there are so many people who are unwilling to learn, who are unwilling to develop and grow because they are married or committed to the idea that the way that they think, that the way that they view the world is the only correct way. And I feel like what this is saying is this person is someone who's open to being wrong. This person is someone who's open to absorbing new information and being able to change their mind. This person is someone who's very open to like evolve. Anytime you get married to your ideals or your morals or, you know, what you think in this moment, like that stops you from growing and from learning and from evolving. We all have to be we all have to be open to the idea of new information coming in and us being able to change our mind. And I feel like that's what this card is saying. This person is open to that. We also have a Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini here. So that may be a significant placement in their chart or a significant sign in their chart. This person may also be a student when you meet them, you guys, which would make sense with like the financial hardship and feeling alone. Maybe they are entering into a career field that's very stressful and requires a lot of learning or requires a lot of school. So perhaps they feel very isolated or very alone because the people around them don't understand what they're going through. And obviously financial stressors come with going to university, especially if you're here in the States where school is or university is outrageously expensive. Anyways, we have Leo. This is self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. You guys, this person is very loyal. This person values loyalty, okay? They are very loyal to their friends, very loyal to their family members, and very loyal in their relationships. This person may also be someone who's very creative when it comes to problem solving or overcoming adversity. Peace. So this person may bring a lot of peace into your life. Or this person may feel like they have a very like calming energy to be around. Determination. Yeah, you guys, so again, this makes me feel like for some of you watching this, you're gonna meet this person while they are in university, while they are learning and trying to like gain some type of recognition for a skill set. Because obviously when you're in university, you're trying to like, you know, become a professional in a field. The determination to like, you know, yeah, anyways, so love this. I think this is cute. I think this is lovely. Someone who is determined to reach higher heights, someone who's determined to become better, someone who's determined to overcome adversity, which we had right here. These cards are very similar looking. Very, very similar. So what that tells me in a relationship, someone who's someone who's willing to overcome adversity, this person is not going to be someone who walks away from the relationship easily. This person's not going to be someone who's just like, oh, we have a problem, I'm done. People who are willing to overcome adversity and to face challenges without being frightened by that. This is someone who is, again, very loyal, someone who's very committed to their relationships. And no matter what, even when things get difficult, they're still going to be willing to work on it, to push forward, to try to improve. Butterfly, transformative. Okay, so this person, you guys, again, is someone where I feel like they are very mutable, someone who's very flexible in their ideals and in their thinking. I feel like this is someone, you guys, who's willing to be open to changing, to learning, to transforming. And again, when you meet them, they may be at a place in their life where they are financially struggling or where they're struggling with their mental health. And that butterfly moment could be signifying them quite literally like going through a transformation of body, mind, and soul when the relationship like starts, or as you guys progress through your relationship, this person blossoming into a butterfly. The last card I have here, you guys, is jealousy, and it says your past wounds need healing. Work on your self-love. You are far greater than you know. Okay, so this person may need to work on self-acceptance and self-love. This person may also need to work on releasing things from the past, perhaps past relationships, perhaps situations with their family. Perhaps they've witnessed really negative marriages or really negative relationships, and that has tainted their view on love and relationships moving forward. I'm going to go ahead now and pick some notes from the bowl. Can I get some further descriptive words for group number 2? Oh no, some of it fell. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and pick some descriptive words of their physical attributes. Okay. We have 5 years. We have rare. You may view this person as very rare. We have Venus, which is the planet of love, beauty, and abundance. We have 20. You may meet them when you're 20, when they're 20. This could be your birthday, their birthday, the 20th. We have twin flame. So this is someone who's going to be very similar to yourself. You two may mirror each other. You guys may be very, you may have the same vibe. You know, you guys may be very on the same level. Not to say this is your twin flame. It could be, but I'm not saying they're your twin flame. I'm just saying that this is someone who's going to be very similar to yourself, someone where you guys may marry each other. We have M. That could be your initial or their initial. We have mid-30s. This could be you or them. Obviously, if you were younger, on the younger side, I'm not telling you to go date someone in their mid-30s, especially if that's inappropriate. We have take action. This person is someone who is very action-oriented. They're not going to just take things lying down. We have 25. So I think that's interesting. There may be a 5-year age gap between you and this person because we have 20 and then 25 and then we have that 5 years. So I think that's really interesting. It may not be that you are 20 and they are 25 or vice versa, but it could be, let's say, you're 25 and they're 30, or you're 30 and they're 35, or they're 35 and, well, you guys get what I'm saying? There may be a 5-year age gap, okay? There could even be 5 years between now and the time that you're meeting them. We have bold. So this person is someone who's very bold. Look at the long term, which again makes sense with someone who's determined and willing to like overcome adversity. Also someone who is like committed to their goals or committed to the things that they have committed to. Professional. So again, I do feel like this person has like studied to become a professional in a particular field. We have not yet. We have treat. This person may be a treat. We have W. We can see this as a win, or we can see this as someone's initial. For physical attributes, we have medium-sized lips, brown eyes, handsome. We have a polished appearance, which makes sense to me with the like professional energy this person's giving. Different from you. So different from you, they could also come from like a different, especially since this is in the physical attributes, they may look very different from you. Ears that stand out. And fun hair. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys, group 2. Let me know below if this resonated or if you guys are excited. Overall, this person's open to learning, open to growing, open to evolving. This person's determined, they're hardworking. This person also may struggle with financial stressors or mental health stressors. This person is someone who is very much into commitment. They want to commit. They enjoy committing. They enjoy the challenge that comes with like long-term relationships and long-term situations. I feel like this person is not someone who idolizes money above love. I feel like they put love in relationships or love and connection with other people above money. I think they recognize that like money is fleeting. This person's also someone who is able to be humorous and funny, but I also like they're able to reach emotional depths. So that is what I got for you guys. Group number 2. Let me know below again if this resonated or if you're excited. Thank you. I love you. And I'll talk to you guys really soon. Okay. Bye. Hello to my final group, group 3. Welcome to your reading, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dice. Gemini and Cancer. Hello, Gemini. Hello, Cancer. Libra and Taurus. Hello, Libra. Hello, Taurus. We have Sagittarius and Cancer. So hello, 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 everybody. All right, the first card we have is the King of Wands. This is an extrovert, you guys. Your primary soulmate is someone who may be very extroverted. Your primary soulmate would be somebody who is very outgoing, very charismatic, very charming. I oftentimes describe the King of Wands as someone who is too charming for his own good. Okay, someone who just walks in and can basically get whatever he wants from whoever he wants because he's so charming, which is a little annoying, but love this for him. This is represented by Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius energy, you guys. This is very bold, very bright, very like in your face energy, very fiery, okay? We have the 7 of Rings, group 3. So what this is telling me is basically this person is someone who's really hardworking. This person is someone who's willing to sacrifice today for tomorrow. This person is willing to do the hard work now in order to benefit later, even if it hinders them in the moment, right? This is taking time to nurture something, which I think personally is stunning for relationships. If you're in a relationship with someone, especially if you're connecting to a soulmate, you guys, you obviously want to be with someone who is willing to like nurture and tend to the relationship. You don't want to be with someone who's just going to let their garden go a mess, right? You want someone who's going to take care of it. So that's what this is talking about. This is talking about somebody who is willing to put in hard work and effort to have a prosperous garden, or to live a prosperous life, or to have a successful relationship. So I love this. And again, it's not always necessarily like an energy of like fast results, but it's an energy of like, I'm going to keep working at this, and I'm going to keep trying to take care of it so that I can like have my harvest, you know? We have the Hermit. Okay, so this person may be someone, you guys, who enjoys their time alone. I'm seeing this as someone who's very independent. This could also be someone, you guys, who does a lot of self-reflection, which again, I think is a very valuable quality to have in a person. If you're unable to evaluate yourself and look at yourself in the mirror and say, these are the things that are wrong with me, these are the things I could fix, this is where I fall short. It's kind of like, you're just up your own butt, and that's not great. So this person is not too much into themselves. And I don't mean that in a bad way, because again, they're confident. I feel like they're very outgoing, but I think they also have the ability to look at themselves and say, okay, like this is my shortcomings. This is where I fall short, and I'm aware of that. This may also be signifying a spiritual path for this person. But I'm really just seeing this as, again, like a lot of introspective thinking, a lot of like, okay, like I can look at myself in the mirror and evaluate and see like where I go wrong, an internal journey, if you will, okay? And this may also be talking about this person recharging when they are alone, or again, needing a lot of alone time in order to like feel energized, or in order to feel juiced up. I feel like this person, this may sound weird, but I feel like this person enjoys activities that they do alone in order to meditate. And for some of you, it's like working out. Like this person likes to go to the gym and work out and kind of like clear their head by themselves and listen to music and kind of zone out. For others of you, it could be that they're literally like meditating or like going for walks, but I think they enjoy doing certain things by themselves because they kind of just want to zone out and like cut off the world for a minute, and that's how they recharge. Yeah, this person's not delusional, you guys. Like this person's really not delusional or high off of the idea that like they are this grand, amazing thing, which I think is really lovely paired with this like confidence, right? Because everyone loves confidence, but nobody loves someone who's cocky, right? This person isn't cocky. This person, again, is very aware of their shortcomings. That doesn't stop them from being confident. That doesn't stop them from pursuing things that they want to pursue, but they're not delusional or high off of the idea that they are like this grand, you know, I want to say dessert. I want to say they're not a grand dessert, or they're aware they're not this like, you know, prize, if you will, but they still exude this confidence. They still exude this energy of like, I'm still okay. Like I'm not horrible, you know? It feels balanced. We have the Hanged Man, you guys. This is talking about being stuck in limbo. This person may be someone who struggles with decision making, or someone who may be a little bit indecisive. This may also be talking about someone who stays longer than what is necessary, or someone who stays stuck on certain subjects for longer than they need to, or someone who stays in relationships longer than they should, or someone who stays in a career that's not making them happy longer than they should, or things like that. Someone who may get stuck in habitual patterns as well. They may struggle with letting go. The Page of Rings, leveling up. So this goes back to the Hermit card. Oh, I forgot to mention, the Hermit is connected to Virgo energy. So hello to all the Virgos, you guys. But with the leveling up card, you guys, this could be talking about this person again not being high off of their own self, or not being delusional in the idea that they are this perfect ethereal being, but very much aware that they have room to grow and they have room to level up. I think this is the most attractive thing ever, is when someone is self-aware, right? When someone is self-aware, that's like beautiful, okay? You can't get any better than being self-aware. So that's how I'm seeing this Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles talks about leveling up. Obviously, if you're leveling up, it's because you recognize that you could get better, right? Like, if we're describing someone in regards to this, it's like, oh, I'm not perfect. I have room to grow. I have room to improve. So Love that. Love, love, love. And it makes sense as well that this is something that this person would experience when we have a card like the Hermit here, because again, the Hermit signifies looking at oneself, doing inner work, going on a self journey, like within and exploring oneself. And when you explore yourself, you guys, when you face your shadow, you see all your garbage and you're like, dang, I got some work to do. I don't know. It just makes sense. The Ten of Cups, fantastic, beautiful, lovely. This is talking about having the emotional, how do we say this? Having the emotional like cake, or having the emotional like finale. This is talking about basically feeling very fulfilled in regards to your heart, in regards to your emotional state. So it could be this person is someone who craves having like a wife or a family or a husband and a family. Obviously family dynamics are going to be different for everyone, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, they want kids or they want this or that, because everyone's different. Not everyone wants kids, not everyone wants a traditional, duh, okay? I don't feel like I need to say this because this is duh. But like, this person wants to have this emotional type of feeling where they feel full. They feel like I'm not searching for anything else in the emotional aspect. I feel like my cup is full. I feel like my heart is full. So craving some type of stability in regards to that, which makes sense. It reminds me of like all the fairy tales from like Disney, like a happily ever after. Like this person is in search of their happily ever after. We may see that as not wanting to settle for less in regards to the heart, obviously. High honor. Okay. So this person may be someone who has a higher status than yourself. And I hate to say that because that sounds icky, like a little higher status. It sounds icky. But this person may be someone who is recognized very, very much so for their accolades or for their accomplishments. They may be someone who has a very honorable job. I don't know, you guys. This could be like a freaking doctor. This could be a firefighter. This could be, what is high honor to you? I don't know, you guys. Because honestly, to me, there's certain level, like, there are certain people who would be considered high honor that I wouldn't consider high honor. I'd be like, I don't want to date someone who does this and that. Like, that's just not, it's not my vibe. So high honor, I just see this as like a respectable, this person's respected in their career field. This person's respected with how it is that they operate in their life, how they move about, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. High honor. It doesn't have to be military, you guys. It could literally, like I said, be a doctor. It could be a scientist, a firefighter, a nurse, whatever. Someone who works with children or animals, things like that. A gift. This person could be very giving, you guys, or very generous. This could also be signifying this person being a literal gift or being a literal like present in your life, something that you view as valuable. But I'm seeing this more as this person having a very generous and giving and like, I want to shower the people I love with gifts, and not, it doesn't have to be material items, you guys. It could be this person likes to shower people they love with compliments or with words of affirmation, or perhaps when you're talking to this person, they give you eye contact. They're not on their phone. They're giving you their full attention. They're very much just like, you know, that could be seen as a gift as well. This person could be someone who makes people around them feel very special or feel very valuable, which could also be seen as a gift. Yeah, didn't I say this with the freaking, what did I say this with? With the Hanged Man, right? Indecision, okay? It says, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. This person could struggle with making decisions, you guys, or they could struggle with like, is this my intuition or is this anxiety? Am I being too hard on myself? Am I overthinking? I feel like this more so has to do with relationships, because I feel like this person knows what they're doing with their career. I feel like this person is very confident with what they do in their professional life. But I feel like when it comes to relationships, they may second guess themselves a little bit. They may have a little bit of a distrust in regards to their picking strategy or in regards to what it is that they are attracted to. I don't want to say this because I hate this, but this is like literally as I was saying that, you guys, what came up into my mind when I was talking about like them having distrust within themselves in regards to who they're attracted to, it popped into my mind when men go, oh my God, when men are talking to women specifically and they go, pick better men. Oh my God, pick better men. So perhaps this person has like self-doubt because they feel like they're not picking the right men or they're not picking the right women. And what I have to say to that is there's no such thing as like someone picking the wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not a thing. You're attracted to what you're attracted to. And if someone presents themselves in one manner and then they end up being completely opposite, that's not anyone's fault. Like, I don't know. I feel like this distrust within themselves has been perpetuated perhaps by people around them telling them that like, oh, you're just attracted to the wrong women. You're just attracted to the wrong men. And that's not a thing. Like you're attracted to who you're attracted to. And I don't think anyone wants to be abused or lied to or hurt in a relationship. And obviously if you're entering into a relationship or if you're entering into some type of intimate situation with someone, you have the hope that they're going to treat you well, right? So there's a reason for that. And I just don't want, I think what this is what I'm trying to say is they need to learn to trust themselves. This indecision has more to do with trusting themselves and not necessarily listening to that false narrative of like, I just picked the wrong man or I just picked the wrong woman. That's not a thing, okay? People pick people based on what they are attracted to. People pick people based on what someone is presenting to them in the moment. And we have no control over if someone is presenting themselves in an authentic manner or in a dishonest manner. We have no control over that. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Okay. Loneliness. That makes sense with the Hermit, you guys. It says, I know that I am never alone. This person could crave more loneliness or more time alone because that is a time in which they're able to recharge. I know that I am never alone. Someone who may be constantly surrounded by people. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Self-esteem. Gifts of the soul. Again, a very giving person. I think this goes back to what I was talking about, you guys, where this person is very self-aware, right? They're not buying into their own hype. They're not like high on their own ego, but they do have confidence. They are aware of their value and they are aware that like they do bring positive things to the table, but they're not like taking their own drug, right? Also, I feel like this person has a desire to help other people. Comfort. This person may want to create a very comfortable environment for the people who are around them. This person may be somebody who's very hospitable. This person may be somebody who's very welcoming, very giving, again, very caring. Passion. This person may be somebody who's very passionate, not just about their relationships, but I think most things in their life, they try to bring a sense of passion to it. They try to bring an energy of excitement and like, I'm doing everything, or I'm doing this with my entire chest, right? I don't do anything half, right? I want to do the things that make me excited. I want to do things that bring joy to my life, right? I don't want to do things that are just going to be like, you know? Physical touch and passion may be very important to this person in relationships, which I think it is for most people in relationships. I know that's not for all, but I think it is for most. We have Yin. This is Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces. This is intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, receptivity. Again, this person may be somebody who is spiritual. I see this as emotional intelligence, you guys. I see this as someone who is very much connected to their emotions, to their intuition. I think the trust, again, is coming up as a signifier for them that they need to learn to trust themselves more. They may have felt betrayed by their decision-making in the past. This person may be somebody who's very patient. Okay, this person may be somebody who is very willing to like do the long game. I think we do have this, yeah, the Seven of Rings, you guys. This is patience. Again, like it's willing to sacrifice today for tomorrow. You have Cancer. This is nurture, comfort, and protection. As a Cancer sun and other Cancer placements, I don't like to give out my chart. People always ask me like, oh, what's your chart? And I'm like, I'm not telling you guys. Sorry, like love you the most. The most you're gonna get is like my big three. Like, that's the most you're gonna get. Anyways, nurture, comfort, protection. Again, back to the comfort. I think this person is someone who wants to create a comfortable environment for the people around them. They pride themselves on making people feel safe. They pride themselves on making people feel comfortable and like surrounded by love. I also think this person is very protective of those that they love. I think, okay, you know what? That kind of makes sense that they may have like very heavy Cancer placements, because I'm getting like they are very extroverted, but they also need time alone. And I feel like that is Cancer energy in a nutshell. Like, every Cancer I've ever met is very extroverted, but also they're like loners, which is like me as well. Extroverted, but also like, leave me alone. I need my space. I need my time to recharge. I got to go into my shell and like, you know, the home may be very important for this person. Creating a very comfortable, safe, cozy home may be very important for this person. All right. This person may show love through like cooking someone a really nice meal, or through like, I don't want to say cleaning the house, but having like buying like comforting things for the home. All right, we have the Elephant here, you guys, okay? I see this as someone who's very wise, someone who's very stable, someone who's very trustworthy. I see this as someone who may have wisdom like beyond their years, someone who may have a very good memory, okay? Someone who may have a lot to carry on their back as well, someone who may have a lot of responsibilities placed on them. I also see elephants though as very nurturing though, right? And very gentle and like powerful and strong, but also like a willingness to be gentle. And I know not all elephants are gentle, you guys. The last card I have here, you guys, is possessive, and it says you're clinging to someone or something way too tightly. Learn to let go. Love has no ownership. Everyone has free will. Okay, so as a Cancer with a lot of other heavy water placements, you guys, and I'm only saying that because Cancer and yin popped up. I definitely relate to this. I definitely think that this is probably a shadow work card I should take very seriously, because possessiveness is something that I struggle with. But yeah, you're clinging to someone too tightly. This person may be very clingy. This person, once they are close to you, they may want to cling to you. I think a lot of people who I personally interact with may not think that I'm clingy. And if I'm not clingy to you, it's because I'm not that interested. That's just facts. And I'm not saying every Cancer is like that, or every person who is clingy is like that, but me personally, if I'm not clingy to you, it's genuinely because I am not interested. So this may be something this person needs to work on. If you are someone who's also very clingy and you like this energy, then embrace that, right? But I know not everybody likes that. This is something that can be worked on. Perhaps this is something this person needs to evaluate about themselves. I know for me personally, I tend to gravitate towards people who are also very clingy, and those relationships tend to be my favorite types of relationships, the relationships where I feel the most fulfilled and I feel the most happy. I know everyone has this idea that like we all have like, I don't know, everyone in today's society I feel like has this idea that like everyone needs to like the same exact thing. Or else like this is toxic and that's toxic and this is toxic. And the thing is, I think toxicity comes when two people who are very different and have very different needs come together and try to force like something to work that's just not working. I think it's not toxic when two people are on the same page, want the same thing, need the same thing, and they're coming together. Like, that makes sense. Obviously, if two people have different wants and needs and they're trying to force something, it's going to be toxic. Duh. So yeah. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some notes really quick, you guys. Also with the possessiveness, you guys, I do think elephants tend to be more like possessive or more like territorial, right? I'm not sure, but I feel like that's a thing. Protective. All right, and I'm also going to go ahead and pull some physical descriptive words, you guys. Ooh, this is a lot. Okay, sorry. All right. We have December. This could be the month you guys meet. This could be your birthday or their birthday. We have smile. This person may have a very beautiful smile or a smile that stands out. We have things need to change, okay? So perhaps the clinginess and the possessiveness is something that needs to change, or perhaps this person's indecision is something that needs to change. We have exotic. This person could come from a different ethnic background or hereditary background than you. We have May, again, your birthday, their birthday, the month you guys meet. We have 6 months. We have fireworks. This is indicating chemistry and passion. We have starting over, okay, starting over. We have versatile, someone who's able to be versatile, very valuable skill set. We have loose ends. So for some of you, this could be someone from your past, and I know not all of you want to hear that, but obviously if starting over is showing up and what was the other thing? Things need to change. Things need to change, and starting over to me sounds like someone that we were previously connected to. That's obviously not going to be for all of you, but for those of you who connect to that, you're connecting to that for a reason. The next physical description we have here, or the first physical description we have here, is thick hair. So for some of you, they could have thick hair, broad shoulders, melanin deep, we have blonde hair, we have an oval face shape, we have a baby face, we have large. This could be a descriptive word for many things on the body. We have strong features. So I think it's interesting. We have baby face and an oval shaped face, but then we also have strong features. So this person could have a very sharp chin or a very sharp jawline as well, you guys. We have straight. This could be the hair or orientation. Long arms. Okay, so this person's gonna have long arms. We have eyes. Oh, we have a small nose. And we have freckles. Okay, so some of those physical descriptions could be descriptive words for your primary soulmate. And that is what I have for you guys. Group number 3. Let me know down below if this resonated. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I'll talk to you guys really soon.